Let's check out and see what's going on X with all the race wars lately. So first up, we have Paris the Icon says they want our black boys to be a Trayvon Martin or Carmelo Anthony, and I refuse to let them keep treating ours less than. Carmelo Anthony was perpetrator; he was not a victim. Trayvon Martin was deemed to be someone that was in attack mode to the guy who was obviously exonerated in court, and so neither one of those boys should be exalted. The one that got murdered or the one that did the murdering. The fact that Paris the Icon seems to want to promote more of it tells me she's profiting from it. So what else we got? Sonny Houston, that's too easy. Question for MAGA from a liberal woman. I'm just wondering if you guys who voted for Trump, did you vote for the Department of Education to be dismantled because that's what he's doing right now? Well, of course. That's exactly what we voted for. Is this news to you? Well, you're not paying attention. What did Obama do that Republicans hate him so much? I don't get it at all. Well, what did he do that would endear him to anyone? Didn't help black people any. Had a lot of good, nice press conferences, a lot of really cool shots of him in a suit. Zara Mondami is constantly proving government can work for the people. You know, let's see how that works out when you run out of capitalist money, pal. Socialism always starts off good, and then, you know, when you spend the rest of the money from the capitalism days, it all goes to shit. So check back on this in about 6 months to a year. Okay, let's see. Don't tell me this young man considered himself biracial. Make sure they know what black means. This is real American jewels. The child needs to know the intricacies of class. Black student called a monkey N-word repeatedly. They did nothing. Never heard of that story. I don't know. You could check that one out. I will be blind for the rest of my life thanks to ICE. You will be blind the rest of your life thanks to being an idiot, and it appears you've learned nothing. Enjoy that. You get a patch and maybe the ladies would like you. Or whatever you are into. So Bishop Talbot Swan, he's a really good racist peddler. That's all he does is peddle racism. I think I asked him what bishop he was of what church because I don't even want to think of it. But here's a good example. Racism doesn't survive because black people talk about it, but because white people practice, protect, excuse, and benefit from it. That is why white people are just as racist in 2026 as their predecessors were in 1960. See, there he is. It's just a message designed to make everybody mad and click on him and say, hell yeah, brother, and all that stuff. And, you know, he gets quite popular from that. Bishop, the good bishop, is in my feed a lot. So, you know, a lot of people like him. There's a lot of racists out there. Of course, they got to have somebody to speak what they dare not say themselves. Has anyone seen Donald Trump in shorts at the beach? No, we haven't. I don't care. I don't want to see him in shorts. Not an attractive man. Neither is Joe Biden. They're old. The fact that you think it's really cool you get to see Joe Biden pantsing at the beach, hey, the bar is pretty low for you guys, isn't it? MAGA is triggered that we're stopping Trump and his election-stealing insurrectionist thugs. Gavin Newsom, the governor of California. Yeah, we'll have to check back in on that. I don't even know what he's talking about. We tried to subpoena her and her brother husband's immigration records. Both parties killed her and protected her. That's Representative Nancy Mace, which you should know. So she must be one of the deep state people we hear about. It can't be touched. She can just do whatever she wants. She'll get her money back too once the attention goes off of her. Does entering the United States illegally automatically make a person a criminal? Well, yeah, when you violate the law, you're committing a crime. That makes you a criminal. The fact you have to ask this says a lot about you. If she runs for president, AOC of 2028, would you support her? No. And I don't know why anybody would. Donald Trump raped children. He threw parties for Jeffrey Epstein and his other pedophile friends. Republicans elected him twice. That's Jesus freaking Congress. I don't think that's Jesus she's speaking for. I think she's mocking Jesus. Carrie Underwood used to sell at large arenas, went full MAGA, and now performs for tens of people at a golf course. Music is a fickle business. This, you want to blame it on Trump or MAGA or whatever, that's fine. But in reality, this has been going on since I've been alive. People get popular and then they become less popular. Okay, so Tubman risked her life. That's the great Harriet Tubman. And safety many times to save others from the horrors of slavery. She's truly one of the greatest Americans ever lived. Tubman's everything Trump is not. Brave, fearless, intelligent, humble. So you take an American icon, and their only goal is to contrast it with Trump. And that's called TDS, folks, right there. You can't even speak about it. Okay, so, Bernie Sanders complained about the price of an Xbox. Like, if you're really hurt, you got to figure out how you can pay for the Xbox, right, Bernie? If you're at the point where you're worried about $100 more or something, then you're in the wrong hobby. Just that simple. Or get a second job. Let's see. The Save America Act would make it nearly impossible for 70 million women to vote. It's not impossible to get, your updated marriage name. It's very easy. You do it for like $10 at most stuff. See, this is what they did. They make things to seem impossible. That gives everyone the feeling that things are impossible, believe it or not. It adds up. Don't listen to this. I don't care what side it's for or whatever. When it says it would make it nearly impossible, your red flag should go off. Is America unsafe for LGBTQ plus folks? I think is America safe from LGBTQ plus folks? They're not the victims anymore. Not really. Not from what I see. There's always going to be people who hate, but I see the hate and the parades and the attitude and the insults online and everything. It's pretty much that group, not as a whole, but there's a certain very loud segment of that group that is just pushed things way too far. So anyway, these are the, you guys, since white people enslaved black people for hundreds of years, we deserve to get something in return. Yeah, you do. You got it. It's called welfare. That was set up to help people, like young black people that were starting out, had children and everything, because as Americans, society does not, they are kind society. We want to help people out. And so we've given a lot of help to black community and the white community, but especially in giving a community like the black community certain privileges were never meant to be indefinite. And taking them away, making things equal, has always been the goal. There's no payback here, and you're not going to get payback. That's childish. It's very childish and unrealistic. In order to fix things, people like this are going to be the ones that have to change their views. The extremists. They're the ones that polarize things so that we in the middle are stuck and unable to make progress. Right now, there's a lot of people that are racist black people against white people on X. And there's way more. You get on there yourself and see it. I know that the feed is curated and all that, but it's just gotten out of hand. And, Elon Musk is a believer in freedom of speech, so he's not going to ban people. But I think people are going to get really sick of hearing about it, like the constant complaining about, the history of race wars because some kid stabbed America in the chest. You got to hear all the grievances for the past 150 years or whatever. It's ridiculous. So anyway, proceed at your peril. X is pretty littered with all kinds of bad stuff, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. But have fun out there.
Deport Hollywood.
That's right. We're done with it.
Send it packing.
Deport Hollywood now.
You heard? We're proud Americans, and we say deport Hollywood.
Hollywood has gone too far. It's time for a change.
We stand united for our values.
This is for the heartland of America.
Deport Hollywood now.